of Public Affairs at Hello Heart, Dr. Jane Morgan. Good morning. Thanks for being in.
Good morning, Victor.
Should I be surprised by 130 million people with some form of heart disease?
You know, we really shouldn't. When we look at the burgeoning obesity in this nation, and we see how much heart disease is really moving forward, and we think even at the height of COVID, heart disease was never knocked off of its pedestal as the #1 killer of Americans.
Let's talk now about this connection between heart disease and dementia. Explain the link. Why does one exacerbate the other?
So, you know, we're starting to understand that there's this interdependence between the brain and the heart. The heart is pumping the blood and oxygen that fuels the brain, and then the brain gives you that autonomic function that makes the heart move forward. And we know that there's this interplay. One of the things that we do understand is that the vasculature, so the vessels, the blood vessels of your body, react the same way in the brain as they do in the heart. So as you develop heart disease, you're also developing brain disease. As the vessels of your heart close, the vessels feeding your brain also start to close. And that's where you can get that dementia. You're not getting the oxygen and fuel and nutrients to your brain, the same as your heart.
So you don't have to accept this fate. There's something that people can do to, as much as they can, prevent
That's
one
right.
impacting the other.
You know, it's even more important to take care of yourself and to start early and to start young with really good habits. And the #1 thing you can do, even better than diet, is to exercise. The way that we live now is not the way the human body was designed to live. But here we are, living this way. Here we all are. But this is not what we were supposed to be doing. So what do we have? We have obesity and we have sedentary lifestyles, and we've got artificial sweeteners and sugars that are going into our bodies, and we see heart disease increasing and dementia increasing at the same time. #1 thing, not only a plant-based diet, but the #1 thing is to exercise. Our bodies were meant to move.
Now, if you reverse the effects of heart disease, can you reverse the potential for dementia?
Ooh, such a provocative question. And so we know that blood pressure medications and cholesterol medications can certainly reverse the course of heart disease, because they do what? They address the risk factors for heart disease. So blood pressure medications are incredibly important, keeping your blood pressure down, so they decrease that risk of heart disease, and cholesterol medications do the same as well. Is that going to be the same impact for the brain? You hit the nail on the head. That is what we need to find out because of this interconnection, and see if we can start to reverse some of this dementia as well as heart disease.
We're seeing heart disease earlier in life. Is that the same for dementia?
We are seeing dementia a little earlier as well, and we've got to really start to address obesity. We've got a societal construct of not fat shaming and not addressing it, and acceptance of being overweight and to not address it. But the fact of the matter, as a physician, I'm not fat shaming. As a physician, what am I concerned about? I'm concerned about increasing cancer rates. I'm concerned about increasing heart disease, dementia, arthritis. All of these things are caused by the chronic inflammation in your body caused by obesity. It's not a matter of fat shaming or making a judgment. I'm saying to you, this is not the way our bodies were meant to be. If we were in the wild or in a native situation, we couldn't survive if we were obese. We're not agile enough. And so our bodies are really not made to work this way, and we're seeing all types of chronic diseases come about because of this inflammatory state, including dementia.
All right, Dr. Jane Morgan, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, let's check in now with Coy Wyatt. Coy?
Good morning, Victor. We're getting caught up on the sports when we come up. It was an awesome night, especially if you're a Dodgers fan. We had champagne celebrations after LA advances to the next round of the playoffs. We have that and a huge day of college football coming up.